So today I'd like to share a little bit of information with you about the importance of creativity. First of all, you need to understand that your energy systems in your body, your chakra system, are certain colours, and they start with the base at the bottom of your spine, and that's red, and then you move up to the navel area. Just below that is your sacral chakra. Well, the base or the root chakra is where men are, that's their base chakra. Our sacral chakra is our base in women, so we look for different things because of that. We feel more, we're more grounded from the womb area of our body. As we move up into the stomach area, you've got the solar plexus, which is yellow colour. Then you've got the heart, which green and pink works with. This is why you should eat your greens, because it's good for your heart. And then as we move up into the throat area, we've got turquoise for the throat. But in between the heart and the throat, you've got something called the higher heart, and that's in this area. And it's aquamarine colour. Aquamarine crystals affect the higher heart, and turquoise crystals affect the throat. Rose quartz affects the heart below the higher heart. So the colour of the crystal, the colour of the food, affects that area in your body. So when we move up from the throat, we're going into the brow chakra or third eye chakra, and that's indigo blue colour. And then the crown is violet, and you've got white, silver, gold. It goes on diamond above that. Hi Sean, thanks for joining me. So it's important that we maintain balance in our systems, and balance in the male and female within us is not always that easy, especially when we're working full time, or you've got kids and you're coming home, you'll go in the gym, and all of this activity is doing activity, and it's male activity. It's the left brain, which is the logical side of the brain, the right side of the body, and we tend to get off balance. It's easily done when you're just doing, and not being in your creative energy. So the creative energy is linked into the feminine side of our systems, and we all need male and female, whether we're men or whether we're women. It doesn't make any difference. But the female side of the body is the left side of the body, and it's the right side of the brain, and that's the side of the brain that is intuitive and creative and so on and so forth. So it works in a completely different way. It is possible to train your brain to function as one unit, and there is an audio on my website which is a brain trauma repair audio, which actually repairs neural pathways and integrates the two hemispheres of the brain to function as one unit again. So it moves them from side to side, and then you visualize them working as one unit. And with practice, that gets your brain functioning. Instead of jumping from one side to the other, we're actually in the middle. So we're using both sides of our brain at the same time. But the creative part of it also affects the pancreas in the body. So when the pancreas is out of balance, then it could be that you need to bring some more creativity into your life to balance the male-female energy. That's the organ in the body that deals with that. All of our organs take on board different emotional things, and it's fascinating how it all works. So fear, things like that, tend to get stuck in the kidneys. Anger tends to get stuck in the liver, and that, that kind of thing. So when you do anything creative, that could be colouring books, it could be painting, it could be woodwork, it could be knitting, it could be anything at all, that you just lose yourself in it and you're completely in the moment, completely present, just creating whatever you're doing at the time. That opens you up to be more receptive to the energies that are coming in from the universe. So it brings you into balance, but it's your receptivity. So if you're working flat out and you're in your male side because you're doing, you're going to be off balance in your male-female energy. But what you're also doing is pushing energy out all the time. When you get into the female energy, after you've done anything creative, you've done an hour of painting or drawing or writing or something like that, the energies are coming inwards. So that this is where you get downloads. This is where you get abundance coming into your life, because the universe has got a space you've opened up for it to deliver the energy to you, and you can use that energy for manifesting. So manifestation is very linked into your, the balance of having that creativity in your system as well. And it's really important to do it. It grounds you when you're creative. So because the energies are coming in, so it's coming in through the crown and it's going down through your body, hopefully into the earth. If you can get your bare feet on the grass, fantastic, or on the beach. So it's balancing the male, female, is balancing the pancreas, the organ in the body, is bringing in abundance from the universe. And we're in an epoch at the moment where there's so much information, so much energy coming in from the planetary alignments. Every solstice, every equinox, we've got the 6-6 portal coming up on the 6th of June now. And every time there is a planetary alignment, the planets download energy into our systems. You might be thinking, well, how do you know that's going on? Have you ever gone to bed and closed your eyes and you're trying to go to sleep and it just feels like there's some flashing lights in your mind's eye, which is what you would see your dreams with? Well, that's a download of energy coming into your system from the universe. That's what it feels like. And when it's really flowing in, and it's a big equinox or a big solstice or something like that, the 6-6 of June this year is a big one. It can actually keep you awake for hours. When you go to bed, you're trying to go to sleep and you've just got this energy pouring into your body, and it's really difficult to get to sleep. So it's important to stay grounded when this is going on, because we don't just want the energy coming into our body, because if it's not grounded, it can get stuck. So it can get stuck in your joints, it can get stuck in your hips and your knees, in your hands, and you might get aches and pains in your body and things like that due to these energies coming in. And they need to be grounded. So this is why it's important to, grounding is important for many different reasons. I've spoken about that before. But when we ground the energy, we're actually we've grounded it into this physical plane so that we can manifest with it. So manifesting and grounding is really important to do the both of them. If you want to manifest anything, you need to ground the energies and fill your container up with the energies. And being creative brings that energy in. It changes the flow of the energy into your system. But creativity is not just about painting or drawing or writing or woodwork or anything like that. Creativity is also about manifesting. We are co-creators. So when we pull this energy in as a group, if we work together and we meditate together, we're pulling this energy in as a group, we can manifest as a group for the highest good of all. And I've spoken about this before. This is what my Patreon channel is about, and I think there's a link below if you would like to join that. So creativity, when we think about creativity, we tend to think about painting or artwork or something like that. But creativity is actually co-creation as well. So it's creating, it's manifesting into the physical level, what we would like to bring into the physical level. So next time you are feeling creative and you want to get your paints out or pick up a pen and paper, just think about that. Think about what you're going to do with this energy. Are you going to use it to manifest something and bring that manifestation into your life? Or are you just going to let the energy come through your system, ground it, and take a kind of potluck and see what happens with it? Or you can set your intentions of what you're being creative with and what you would like that creative energy to create in your life for you. So creativity is interesting in that respect, and it's linked in to manifesting. So I've spoken to men about this before, saying you need to get your female side balance, and they tend to pull back and go, I'm a man, I don't need to, this female energy. But what they don't understand is it's their manifesting energy. It's their abundance. If we don't balance the female aspect of these energies that are coming in, we tend to get stuck. We can get stuck in our business, our careers, in our relationships, all sorts of things, because we haven't got that energy to create new stuff, you see. So have a good think about where you are in your male and female energy. When's the last time you did anything that was creative in an artistic way and brought that energy in and actually used focused intent to create something with that energy? It's a good thing to try, because then you start to see it for yourself. It's not just somebody saying to you, this is what happens. You can actually purposely manifest with the creative energy that you've accumulated. There's other things that men can do, and women can do it. But more often than not, energy can get accumulated in the root or the base chakra of men, and that tends to be giving them the impression that they need to spread their seed. This is about sexual energy, and if you're not in a position where you're in a relationship, loving relationship, and you've got excess sexual energy in your system, you can actually meditate and take yourself into a relaxed state just by using the 18 breath exercise that I use on all of my meditations. And if you haven't tried the ones on Patreon, there's some free ones on there if you want to sign up and try it before you join for $5 a month. It's only $5 a month anyway. But you can actually meditate and you can focus your mind on your base chakra, on the root chakra, and you can actually imagine that energy moving up into the sacral, which is the womb area in a woman, but men have got sacral chakras as well. It's still the sacrum at the back of the spinal column, and bringing that energy up and using that energy to manifest with as creative energy as well. So there's a lot you can do with creativity. You can move energy into that area of your body if you're feeling there's too much energy in your base chakra, for example, or you downloaded a lot of energy, not feeling it's all fully grounding. You can move it around by just visualizing it moving around. So there's a lot you can do with it in that respect, but it is really important that we balance the male and female energy within us in order to live a balanced life and to be bringing in the abundance into our lives. So if you are working all the hours and your business is still, struggling maybe or something like that, it could be because you're off balance in your male and female energy. So even just making a point of writing some poems or just tapping into your soul, just get a pen and paper and do some soul writing and see what comes through. Just sit quiet, hold your pen and paper and ask your soul in your mind to just write on the paper. And just write, and just don't think about it, don't judge it, just let it flow through you and see what comes through. You may be very, very pleasantly surprised and write some beautiful poems or songs or something along those lines, or even just a message from your soul. You can ask your soul to give you a message. Is there anything that you need to know at this point in your journey or something like that? So creativity, the colour of it is orange. So if you were wearing orange clothes, for example, that's going to stimulate the frequency of orange into your system. Orange is a great colour to wear if you want to get into your creativity. Yellow is a power colour. All the colours, of the rainbow are through our energy centres. So whatever colour you wear is going to affect your system, your whole system. This is why it's important when we eat that we eat different coloured foods as well. There's not that many blue foods around, but blueberries are one of them, and you can get purple potatoes as well. So think about the food on your plate as well, what you're feeding your body when it comes to creativity. Obviously orange, you've got carrots, you've got oranges and things like that. So all of these things have an effect on your system. And there's a lot of energy coming into the planet at the moment. I don't know if you're feeling it. If you are, you may be waking up with achy joints, waking up feeling heavy, dense in your system, still feeling tired when you've been in bed for 8 hours. And this is these energies coming through our system. And a lot of people don't understand what's going on. So they can make you feel exhausted, achy joints, headaches. All of those things can be linked in to the energies coming in at the moment. But it's important that you understand not just to let the energy come in and waste it, to work with it. So if you focus your creativity on a certain thing, or maybe even set your intention and send that out to the universe. I'd like to start writing songs, or I'd like to write a book, or I'd like to write some poetry, anything like that. I'd like to paint a painting of the sunset. All of that, you're sending out a message into the universe to bring those energies into your system so that you've got something to work with, and then you're bringing in the abundance as well. So creativity is super important for lots of reasons. It's balancing, the internal organs of your pancreas. It's balancing your brain. It's bringing in abundance. It's bringing in creative ideas. It's absolutely amazing, and it's important that we all do something to be creative. Unfortunately, in school, we don't get enough creativity time. We leave school really out of balance. Most of our school life is about male energy. It's working in the left side of the brain, logistics, and that kind of thing. So we actually leave school, I believe, very off balance in our male and female energy as a result. Not everyone does, but it's important that children get a lot of creativity as well, because it balances the brain, balances the pancreas in the body. And especially the boys, they need that. They need to learn to be comfortable with the female side of themselves. And things like having animals and pets is a really good idea for children, because it teaches them that nurturing, that caring side of themselves. And men have that as well. There are some great men out there that are great with children, and they're very balanced in their energy. They don't need to be out, roaring and shouting and fighting and so on, that they've got this balance in them. We need to teach that to our children as mothers and fathers. So have a think about that. Have a think about what your children are doing. Are they getting enough creative expression, and just allowing them to just do what they need to do without any judgment as well. Just see what comes forward, and the same for you. So it's time to get your paints out, or your colouring books, or your graphics on your computer, whatever it is. If you've ever thought about writing a book, this is a really good time to be doing stuff like that. The energies are pouring in from this eclipse we had in April for 6 months. This is 2024, so I needed this. I've been having a hard time finding time, but I need to. I love drawing and painting. Yeah, it's definitely an important time to be bringing in these energies and actually using the creativity and manifesting with it, whatever you want to bring into your life. So thanks for joining me, guys. I hope that was useful, and I will see you all again soon. If you've got any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave comments below, and please go check out my website and my Patreon channel, and I will see you all again soon. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.